storm. You see that purple, kind of pinkish purple box here. What that means is it's a confirmed tornado. Now, we've been seeing a lot of rotation with this particular storm, and right now we're watching the inflow notch coming in right there where the bright greens meet up with the reds. That is where the likely tornado is going to be. Now, if you zoom in that particular area, we'll start to see some definition come in as to where that particular area is. We're talking about Union Ridge. Here's Fort. Goes up into the Drakesboro area. So we're talking about west of Morgantown in the Huntsville area, parts of Butler County, Pleasant Hill, and just south of the Ennis community. This is where the tornado is likely to be. And as you see here, it said on that little, go ahead and put that back, the box back up. Yeah. As you see there, I want you to understand it says confirmed. So this is not radar indicated. This is an actual tornado, and you need to seek shelter immediately if you're in that part of Muhlenberg County and right on the line with Butler County. This is a confirmed tornado. So lowest level, if you have a basement, go to that. Interior room away from outside walls and windows. Bathroom is going to be the best. Get into the tub or the shower where you've got water pipes going up through the walls. That is going to be your best bet. The best thing is to stay away from any outside walls and windows, and that is going to be your best shelter. But again, if you live in extreme eastern Muhlenberg County and extreme western Butler County, you're in the path of that confirmed tornado. Again, Pleasant Hill, Huntsville, in the path of that storm. Here it looks like it's wrapped in a lot of rain, and it probably is, but it also has still enough rotation with it, a confirmed tornado. Now, this is the same cell that produced a tornado back in western Kentucky about an hour or two ago, back toward the Arlington, Madisonville area, Princeton. This has been around for a couple of hours now, but it's moved very slowly. In fact, it's only, what did you say, Noah, about 20 miles per hour?
When it first started out, it was moving around 15 to 20 miles an hour. And with any tornado of any size just going that slow, that's just asking for trouble, because the longer it sits over an area, the more damage it can do.
Yes, absolutely. So we're still seeing this couplet here and still seeing that strong rotation right there, and it's now on the Muhlenberg-Butler County line, moving east toward the Huntsville area. Pleasant Hill is in line with that. Even the Gus community down further south. This, I've noticed in the last couple of runs here, this storm is starting to take more of an east to turn. Now, when that happens, it is often because it's trying to re-strengthen. And when that happens, well, it's just a matter of time as to what's going to come from that. We were hoping this would be downgraded, but it's actually holding its rotation and moving into western Butler County. So if you live near K Hunt Road, Penrod Road, or near the community of Huntsville, Silver City, those areas need to be taking shelter right now. Even though it is a slow-moving tornado, it is possibly a big tornado, and that it was, when we saw the pictures and video of it back in western Kentucky, it was a rather large, very stovepipe-looking tornado. It fortunately was over mostly rural areas and not in populated areas, but anywhere you live in this area of western Butler County, you need to be on guard right now.
Yeah, as Chris had mentioned, this has been a storm that we've been consistently following, developed in far western Kentucky, and it's had a history of producing a confirmed tornado warning with it. And so far, this new tornado warning that is now issued for Muhlenberg County and also portions of Butler County, this is that same storm with that confirmed tornado. So areas near K Hunt Road, Penrod Road there into far western Butler County, the Huntsville community, you need to already be in your safe place right now. That is the lowest level of your home. preferably a basement. Have one. If you don't have a basement, the lowest interior level of your home, maybe an interior closet or a bathroom somewhere where you can, of course, protect yourself from you and the surrounding environment away from any exterior doors and windows. And most importantly, you want to protect your head. So wearing a bicycle helmet or a hard hat, maybe even a football helmet.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't matter if you look silly as long as you are protecting yourself.
Absolutely.
That is the important thing to do in these situations, especially considering that this has a confirmed tornado tag with it.
I have a bit of an update. We were talking about storm movement. It has picked up storm movement, and I think it has to do with that tornadic cell meeting up with that main line. That storm is now moving east at 55. So
Okay.
it has picked up a lot of forward momentum. So it's moving, it's about as fast as you go down the highway. And it's located near Dunmore. So that would be right there along the Butler-Muhlenberg County line. There's Dunmore.
Okay.
South 431 as you're going south into Logan County, but this is missing Logan County. This tornadic cell is moving into Butler County. There you see the community of Holiday, which is on the very southern tip of Butler County. So this is going to move mainly in rural areas, but the problem is if you're underneath this area, I mean, it's dark now. It's not like it was earlier today. It's dark. There's some very heavy rain that is coming down with this particular, and the only way you're going to see anything is if the lightning that's out there flashes and shows you what's underneath the clouds. But in this case, we're looking at a very likely tornado, a confirmed tornado, now moving out of the Huntsville area into Silver City. There's South Hill. We're in the Butler County area now. There's Boston, and you see Harper Crossroads. You see all that now moving off to the east. And the latest I have on it, Darius, is 55.
55. Okay.
55 miles per hour, so you may have to move it out a little quicker. This thing is moving now much quicker than it was earlier. And so that's a concern and it's also right turning. Mm-hmm. So that right turn means instead of it hitting Morgantown, now Morgantown, you're still going to be hit with some very hefty winds. The kind of wind, 60, 70 miles per hour that some of us were hit with earlier today, that's going to down trees and power lines in Morgantown, but now it's taking more of a southeast turn going toward Woodbury, Clark Landing, Riverside. That would be in Warren County as it starts to get closer to Warren County, the Ben Leo community, Needmore, Dimple, Boston, Leetown. You see the cities here. Here are your projected times. These are not exact times. These are projected times that the storm could hit your particular area. So it looks like it's going to be on the west side of Warren County here within the next, say, 20 minutes or less.
Yes.
That momentum now running at 55, so it's not going to take long to get here. Darius, are you getting any storm reports out of this back to the west, out of that tornado cell?
I'm not seeing any new reports in the chat about this. Of course, with the confirmed tornado, as far as there's any images or anything that I can see on social media, I have not seen anything new.
And it looks like that line is holding together pretty well, and this is the only, right now, this is the only part of the line that has a tornado warning on it. The rest of the warnings are severe thunderstorm warnings. So, and it's because, as you see here, we've got that bowing out, that bowing segment right there. That means there's intense winds pushing down to the ground, and usually it's on the apex of where it bows out the most to the right is usually where we have a little spin up. That spin up was down toward Dunmore, and now it's moving just a little bit more into Butler County, south of Morgantown, and right on the southern Butler County line with Logan County. So Lewisburg, you're about to, if not already, getting some very intense winds that can do some damage, knock out your power. Hopefully you took our advice earlier today and powered up your phones and your iPads and all that because of this second event, this second wave coming in here late tonight. This is going to, once we get past this, we'll be done. But it's still going to be, still a while before all of this pulls all the way through. And we just got to get it to where it's now after dark and hopefully tame down a little bit. But so far, it hasn't shown signs of taming down all that much. It's that one particular, what was a very tornadic cell back to the west is now met up with this main line of thunderstorms, and the two have converged. And so that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to spawn more tornadoes, especially here at the leading edge. It is certainly a possibility where we could see something spin up. It looks like a little notchy something there, Darius.
And pull up velocity real fast to look into the
Yeah,
storm
well,
once
there it
again.
is.
So the South Hill area, so the Silver City area, and these are the areas where we are actually
Dunbar,
seeing
yeah.
some of that rotation there. So
This is Butler County. I think this is 70. I'm not sure. I believe that's 70. Yeah, Rochester Road. Okay, so yeah, it is right here, that very likely tornado, the Penley Road area. This is going to be a little bit east of Rochester Ferry as you go from Muhlenberg County into Butler County. That's where the likely tornado is going to be, and it's moving more east and a little southeast. So Leetown, you need to be watchful right now, and I would go ahead and get in your shelter, because if it's moving at 55 miles per hour, it's not going to take but a few minutes to get to your location. So here's Russellville Road. That is going to be 79, I believe. Yeah, 79 is what Russellville Road is going to be. So when you go south 79, which goes all the way from Morgantown down into Logan County into Russellville, it's going to soon be crossing over at Russellville Road area, or Kentucky 79 is where that's going to be. But this is impressive. As far as a couplet, this is tight, and this is most likely a tornado. In fact, it was confirmed as a tornado just moments ago, and it in a southeast fashion. So it's heading right for Leetown, the Sandy Creek Road area. Just to give you an idea, this is Kentucky 79. Morgantown's up here. Russellville is down there. So that is the most likely place that is going to get hit by this likely tornado. The Penley Road area also right in the path of that, maybe just a little bit north. So you should be seeking shelter right now.
yeah, seek shelter immediately in these locations. That is Leetown area, near the Penley Road area, and especially just west of Russellville Road there into Butler County. Noah?
Yeah, so I know this may be just a little bit outside of our viewing area for now, but there is a new tornado warning for parts of Todd County now.
Okay.
Just east of Russellville, which granted was hit very hard this morning by
Yes.
the ground storm, so they may be out of power still. So just in that general vicinity, in that general area, just if you know anybody, give them a call or anything like that and say, hey, heads up, there's a dangerous storm near you, please take action.
Yeah, Darius, it looks like, which radar are you thinking of?
I pulled up the Nashville radar, and that's what it looks like from
Yeah,
that tilt.
kinda
So
ragged.
then I'm pulling up now the Hopkinsville site
Okay.
here.
Yeah,
Just trying to-
it's still ill-defined, but I think does this have a confirmed tag on it or not?
It's not a confirmed tag.
Okay, so it's radar indicated.
Radar indicated, but just west of Logan County.
It was to the east around hour.
So a little bit slower, but remember, it's detached from the main line. The main line. So this is another cell that just kind of itself, and those are what we call discrete supercells, and we've only had one of those this evening, and that was the one that is now tornado warned. But there's the second one now in Todd County that has popped up. But this is turning into more of a high wind event more than anything else, and a heavy rain event. Looks like you may want to change the rate of this view. May want to go with Hopkinsville.
Oh, yeah, this is Hopkinsville.
Oh, okay. Okay, that is a. Okay, this is a warning.
New severe thunderstorm warning until 11 p.m. now for Morgan County, for areas like Simpson County, Allen County, and Edmonson County until 11 o'clock Central Time.
Yeah, that's. So here it is, new severe thunderstorm warning. At least it's a severe thunderstorm warning and not a tornado warning until 11 p.m. That it's going to take in anywhere from almost Brownsville, not quite Brownsville, but over towards Smith Grove, Bowling Green, Woodburn, down to the Tennessee line, and then back to the west, taking in the community of Jetson. That's in Butler County. And then Morgantown, it includes just outside of Morgantown, and then all the way through Russellville. There's another little discrete cell just south of Russellville. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yes.
Any one of those cells by themselves is an issue. Even without the sun being out, we've had a lot of heating that took place today and is helping some of these individual cells pop up like that. And even at this hour of the night, there's enough instability, still enough energy in these storms that can still spawn a tornado, and that's the case that we have up here back toward Rochester and parts of Muhlenberg and Butler counties, still under that tornado warning.
Yeah, and that tornado warning I'm still seeing notches
There's
here
a
with this,
nice notch
especially
there.
just on top of Leetown. So that is the area that we did mention, and just also towards the Dimple area there into Butler County. We pull back up velocity just to see where the winds are moving inside of this storm, and we're still some rotation just near the Leetown area, if not just crossing south and east of Leetown towards the Dimple area at this time. So right on top of potential rotation with this. This tornado warning with Butler County doesn't necessarily have the confirmed tag with it, but we are looking still at the potential for that possible tornado with a storm that's had a history of producing confirmed tornadoes.
Seeing a little weakening with that couplet, but I mean, it's still there. It's still probably producing a rain-wrapped tornado. So if you're outside of Leetown, it's already past you now, starting to move a little more south and east. It's got a nice little inflow notch, as you can see here on the radar. That's the inflow winds wrapping around. Really, what a tornado is just a small miniature area of low pressure. And what it's doing, it feeds off of that warm, moist air and starts to wrap around and starts to become very, more rotational. And if there's enough rotation within those, okay, so we have this is a tornado warning.
Yes, for Warren and Butler counties now. So this must be the northern section of Warren County, as well as into Butler County.
Butler and Warren.
This goes until 10:45 Central Time.
I'm hearing
the
cows
going off. But we're closely following this storm.
Okay.
It's moving southeast at 40 miles an hour.
Just there, right along I-165, or just west of that, and it is crossing over.
It's right about to cross 165. Zoom way in on that little notchy area there. So if you're in, this is 231, follows I-65 in the Needmore community, outside of Leetown, Sugar Grove. You can see all those areas. There's now a couple of lightning strikes within that, but this is the area. Let's show velocity. Let's see what we can see on velocity. Yeah, it looks like it is re-strengthened. See, that's the thing. I've seen a couple of times tonight where you think this thing is going to die, just kind of comes back to life, and I think it's those inflow notches that is along the main line as it moves east. It still has enough spin and rotation in the atmosphere to produce a tornado. So we're going to assume that it's a tornado because this is the same thing that has produced an actual tornado back to the west. So if you're along I-65 north, just outside of Bowling Green, outside of the Hadley area, around the Needmore community, the That's right along the river. This is where the tornado is at the moment, about to cross 231 and Interstate 165 into the Butler, Warren County area. And it is moving, what's the movement on it?
Southeast around 40 miles an hour.
So it's picked up a little bit of forward speed. So we'll time that out here, go 45 miles per hour with the projection of the storm. Okay.
45. There we go.
Okay. All right, here we go. So let's lift that up above my computer here, if you can see that. Yeah. So we can let everybody see it. I'll get out of the way. So this is going to be in the Anna community, Benleo, you're going to be a part of that, the Barren River community, Plum Springs, Bowling Green, and even out toward Hardcastle as this moves east and just a little bit southeast. So it's going to be in Benleo by 10:25, Richardsville. It's going to be near you at 10:30. These are approximate times. The Anna Sand Hill area 10:34, Bowling Green 10:36. Indian Hills Community 10:38, Mount Victor 10:39, Plum Springs, it will be in your community by 10:39, just to give you an idea. Very likely rain embedded tornado. Okay, so this has been a confirmed tornado for a while. It has regained a little bit more strength. It is right there that we're seeing that notch going into the storm, where it's likely the best likelihood of seeing that tornado, and that's we're seeing it on radar, and we're seeing the couplet here around the Needmore community. It's pretty tight, pretty good couplet there, but you're not going to be able to see it with your eyes, okay? Because it's nighttime. You don't need to be out looking for this thing. You don't need to be out trying to see if lightning's going to light up the sky and see something. Just don't do that. Go to your safe shelter right now. And that is going to be an interior hallway, away from some windows. That is going to be a bathroom. That is going to be a basement. If you have that, just get there right now. It is urgent. This storm has had a history of producing tornadoes.
Yes. Yeah, and it looks like we're seeing that rotation crossing right over the Butler and Warren County area, and generally right along the I-155 area, Clark Landing area. These are the areas that you need to already be in your safe place right now, even towards the Hadley area. Again, this is from and southeast. It's moving at roughly 40 to 45 miles per hour, and it's been showing as a rotation, but we'll get to just to show you. Just with this storm, how it's evolved, we could still watch for maybe a tornado that's quickly spinning up and then going back up in the clouds and then quickly spinning up again. So that's something that we could be having as well with this. But this has also had a history of producing a confirmed tornado on. With this warning, though, it's not a confirmed tornado warning, but again, this storm, particular storm, has had a history of producing a confirmed tornado. So you really just want to be in your safe place and in these areas. And the need more.
We're in cam right now. It's not
the lightning, and then out in the distance, you can kind of see the edge of the storm inch closer and closer. But as of right now, there was just a lot of lightning.
I saw a minute ago. That's what I was curious about is if we, but this is looking west, southwest. So you're going to, this as it moves in, it's actually moving in from that direction. It's moving in from the northwest. I just saw some lightning there. So, so we're going to see the skies light up here. It's going to get stormy. It's going to get very windy. A lot of rain. Again, is due to what the latest scans are showing us. Still that just around the Clark area, the Ben Leo, the Rockland community right along the river. And we're still seeing a bit of a couplet, but maybe not as organized. It's looking just like to it. It's well tied, but it's tight enough that there could be an embedded tornado within some heavy rain. And so that's what you need to be aware of. Richardsville, you're out here to the east a little bit, and the Ben Leo community, it looks like it's going to go a little bit more east to the Greencastle, Barron River. We're going to start to see that. Maybe Hadley, you'll be in on this within the next few minutes. We'll just wait for a couple of, there's a new scan. The new scan doesn't show that much different at the moment.
And new scan is still showing, it's just not as tight looking as it was with some of the previous scans that we've seen. But again, this storm producing confirmed tornadoes. So it's still showing rotation with it. And this is just the Rockland area towards the Barron River Road area in the eastern Warren County at this time. So again, you just want to find your also make sure that you're in the lowest level of your home, or exterior doors or windows. Basement's the best place to get, not basement, in an interior closet or a bathroom. And most importantly, you want to put a pitch between you and the surrounding environment to protect your head.
Okay, this is good. You've got it zoomed in where we can see some of the road, Barron River Road, where it meets up with Clifty Hollow Road. Clifty Hollow Road goes up to just to 5, but it does meet up with 231 at 626 Highway 6. Comes off Clifty Hollow. This very beautiful area, rocky cliffs and things like that. Just around the Wayland Ben Leo Road. So in that particular area, hopefully you are right now for that possible tornado. You go 185 north, and then you go, I think it's 263 that you go up Richardsville. The entire area is where you're going to find a possible tornado at this hour. Still some not extremely tight, some very good rotation within that particular storm. It's another. Now we're getting the rapid scale. Just a little bit of strengthening, maybe as it moves toward the Wayland Road, Ben Leo Road area. Keep in mind, this is moving at, what did you say, 40
miles an hour. Okay.
So it's going to be right over forever. And then in the Richard Ferry Road, this is that road that goes out to a long time ago. Tornado warning continues until County, and that's part of, mostly out of Butler County. And now that we're on the other side of the,
So now it is looks like northwestern Warren. It's tornado.
Interstate 165 and Morgan County line. As it moves, community, the Annas. It should go up to in that area. So that I hear the sirens again.
Yes.
So I have to reissue tornado warning.
Yeah, and we're still seeing some rotation. This what we have to watch for is whenever you get you have to watch for that moves tornadoes. And the other side we're seeing wind moving in other directions, but this is the area of with that. I want to pull back up velocity once again just to show you. So this is just towards the Benleo area in northwestern Warren County, Benleo Road, Richardsville Road, Richardsville area right now. You want to be in your safe place as we keep talking about a tornado that is in that area right now. And this is just the road. Road, if these areas sound familiar to you, these roadways sound well, you want to already be in your safe place right now, as again, this is where we are seeing a potential rotation of this particular cell. Right on top of green, that area there, also we are seeing the rotation of western Warren.
Yeah. And from what I'm seeing there on the velocity scan, it looks like it's wrapped in a rain at this point.
So that's even if in fact you can't see the tornado and it's rain wrapped. So the best thing to do is really find your safe place.
Yeah. Yeah, you start seeing the lightning really begin to show up here in the
Pull that up.
start
Pull up the
seeing
live cam.
it's like just a lot more uptick in when it starts flashing the edge
Yeah,
of
there it is, right there. I mean, not the tornado, but these are that is pushing out main area of rain and thunderstorm activity that's about to push into the city, and there you see it light up. This is really the only way you would be able to see if there's a tornado. That's the only way you would be able to see it. We don't see. I just saw the lights go off
Oh wow.
and come back on this construction. Airport Road. That's the direction it's coming. So if it's a tornado, I don't see it on here. I don't see it on here, but I saw the lights flash just for a second there. That's Scotty's construction right there. The flag. In fact, I have a setting on the live cam that'll take you right to that spot.
So zoom closer to that area.
ooh, that flag just go.
Yeah, so this is Scotty's construction. This is where we're kind of in the general area where that tornado might be. Just takes a moment to focus. We're looking all the way, but we're looking at a wall of rain right here. So apparently the lightning, like it was earlier today, the lightning is hitting some, power poles or things like that. It looks like it's starting to rain there.
Rain sheets come down right now.
It's going to be all of heavy, look at it.
Very heavy rain.
Look at it. That's extremely heavy rain down now at Scotty's Construction, Barron River Road, just outside of the Veterans Memorial Highway. We'll see what we can see. Let's do another velocity before we back out and then check this velocity. So Richardsville, you're about to get it right there. We've seen there's a new update again. It's a little and not as high as it was just a moment ago. But if you're in the Long Hall Road area, this is Richardsville North.
Egyptian-style barbecue and earned a nomination for prestigious James Beard Award. Don't ask me how.